Game 6 in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Philadelphia 76ers are staring right in the face of a Game 6 showdown. Do they have the fortitude to close out the series? Now is their time to try and avoid a Game 7 against the Indiana Pacers. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
It's Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals here. Welcome back to the postseason action. It's heating up, folks. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Draymond Green, Caldwell Pope out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, Johnson is out there with Butler. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Mobley. And it's White in at the point guard position. Look at Indiana. There's just one goal for him, Greg, and one goal only. Get this series to a Game 7.
And after everything they've accomplished this season, it would be a crushing blow if it comes to an end tonight. If they can get out of here with a win, everything will be in their favor in Game 7.
They'll have the momentum for sure.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Caruso, a screen on Jokic. And White kicks to Butler. From outside, off the mark. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Here's White. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here's Indiana. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Jokic. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
On the wing, Johnson. Mobley sets the pick for Johnson. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. And Johnson drops them both. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Porter. Indiana moving the ball around. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Butler. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Green, the pass to Porter. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And Mobley throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Jokic has got 6.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
Now here's White. Still scoreless. Here's Mobley over Green. And Mobley throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. It's going to be Jokic shooting. That one on Mobley. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Indiana?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Jokic is second, Evan Mobley fourth.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They've provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
White finds Johnson. Back to White. Now here's Caruso. White the pass to Caruso. Lock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. That's good from 17 feet away. Mobley's got 6 points. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
White with it, now guarded by Porter. Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Mobley throws it down.
Sets a great screen, and then Mobley gets perfect position there on the roll.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Jokic missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Outside, Butler lets it go from deep. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Jokic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Green. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
White looking around. To the left side wing. Johnson with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Pulls it up. Caruso, no good.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Green passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Green kicks to Caldwell Pope. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Fades and shoots. Again, Indiana.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Caruso, the pass to White. Mobley sets the pick for White. And he drives in. No one on him, and he makes the easy one.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Pacers making a change here. Powell's checked in. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Green, the pass to Powell. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Johnson. Clock at 4. Here's Jokic. Good D by Mobley. The 76ers trail by 5. Pass to White. Let's go. Draymond Green pulls it in. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Jokic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic against Mobley. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's foul number 2 for him. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Philadelphia. Chris Paul comes in for Alex Caruso. And the Pacers also making a change. Middleton's checked in. Jokic with the screen on Butler. 6 to shoot. Here's Middleton on the money from 12 feet away.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Paul. Outside Butler. There's the 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Butler's got 5 now.
This team does a good job of keeping Butler involved in everything.
Pass to Middleton. Mobley with the block. And he's able to get it back. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Butler against Middleton. Right side, Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. Releases. Pacers with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now, here's Green. He has 6. Shoots over Jackson-Davis. Green, no luck. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 7-point differential. Mobley sets the pick for Paul. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Middleton the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Jackson-Davis. And it's Jokic missing. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. White setting the pick for Paul. Pass to Butler. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Middleton finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on White.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Nurkic checked in for Nikola Jokic. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Powell against Paul. Pass to Jackson-Davis. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. Green with a screen on White. Inside, and stolen by Mobley. Paul against Powell. Paul dishes to White. Mobley kicks to Butler. 5 to shoot. Back to Mobley. Over Green. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
Pacers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Here's Paul. Still yet to score. 1:06 left in the first. He's looking for Mobley and finds him.
Never know what Paul's going to do in these sets. I mean, he's so unpredictable and such a great floor general. I mean, he does a really good job of just picking defenses apart.
Shot from 12. Chalk up 2 there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Paul, that's tipped. Paul against Powell. Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Powell. Fires top of the key. Middleton can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 10. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Paul against Powell. And here is Paul. Mobley outside. White trying to get open. And Mobley the bucket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Pacers leading by 8. Ellis is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Jalen Johnson. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Jackson Davis in at center. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
Paul against Caldwell Pope. Shoots the 3. Pacers with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now, Jokic following Chris Paul's 3-point attempt. Jokic takes the contact and scores.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
Indiana shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick Jokic continuing to add to his legacy.
Paul looking over the floor. Here's Jackson Davis. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jokic rising up.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Johnson, the pass to Paul. It's rebounded by Indiana. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Powell. Back to Jokic. No good from outside. And it's Paul with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 13. Johnson sets the screen for Paul. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hey, yo, right here. And here is Powell. He's guarded by Ellis. Prince wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with the basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Middleton. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Jokic inside. Jackson Davis defending. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Philadelphia, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Ellis. Now here's Paul. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the 76ers now. It's a 16-point game. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Back to Jokic. Shoots over Jackson Davis. Jokic, no good.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Caruso up top, defended by Prince. Caruso kicks to Johnson. Caruso, a screen on Middleton. Ellis outside. For the 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Indiana leading by 14. Middleton with it. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Kicks it out to Ellis. They set the screen. Down low. Got a piece of it. Pass to Caruso. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Prince in the corner. Back to Caldwell Pope. Here's Ellis. It's blocked.
Caldwell Pope showing us excellent timing there, using his length well on defense.
Powell. Jokic high post. Now here's Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. Paul grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Here's Jokic. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
Timeout.
22 points for Jokic.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Mobley, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Ellis. And Derek White subbed in for Paul. Indiana also making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Michael Porter comes in for Prince. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Norman Powell. The 76ers trail by 16. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
On the wing, Johnson. Jokic defending. It's good from long range. Caruso's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Green. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Mobley, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Mobley misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Butler. He has 5. Inside. Mobley. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. The 76ers trail by 15. Left side, Butler. Mobley outside. Pass to White. Philadelphia moving the ball around. To the inside. And White slams it in.
Now that's big-time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
And stolen by Mobley. Caruso, the pass to White. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Jokic. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Jokic has got 13 points in just this quarter. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Down by 15. Mobley, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Strong finish by Mobley. He is a load to handle.
Ellis, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. He throw good. Mobley. Pacers leading by 12. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. '76ers on defense. Caldwell Pope finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic with a screen on White. And stolen by Mobley. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Ellis with the screen for White. Pass to Mobley. 5 on the clock. Ellis with it. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Shots good by Ellis.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Outside, Green. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Back to Green. Jokic with his screen on Johnson. Green dishes to Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Porter. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Outside Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. Pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And Butler's so proficient at running the pick and roll. Excellent at taking what the defense gives him, and he gets those passes around defenders quite sweetly.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Jokic gets to Green. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
It's White on the wing. Ellis with the screen for White. For 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Butler. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Indiana leading by 8. Now Porter. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Ellis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler from outside. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Nurkic checked in for Indiana. There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Right the pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. Does not find the basket. His 3rd miss. He's made just 1 so far. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Porter. Now Green. Over White. Green kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Nurkic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Butler finds Ellis. Mobley sets the pick for Ellis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Shoot 2. Free throw good, Ellis. Both free throws good from Ellis. Pacers leading by 10. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Outside, White. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Good on the second free throw. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Pacers. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, basketball fans. Halfway through this Game 6, and so far it's been a good one for the Indiana Pacers.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. With a chance to close out the series at home, you know they're feeling the pressure in this one, Kenny.
Yeah, if they can't get it done in 6, Game 7 will not be in their favor. This is their best chance.
A rowdy hometown crowd, if they can't close a deal, they do not deserve to even advance to the next round.
Big fella laying down the gauntlet. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. On the court right now for the Pacers. Draymond Green is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Caldwell Pope in at 2 guard. Now here's White. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Caruso, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Mobley. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Mobley's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the 76ers. Porter, a screen on Caruso. To the middle. Porter kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Mobley.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering them.
Caldwell Pope finds Porter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. About 1 minute played here in the second half. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. Outside Porter. Offline with his 3.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Caldwell Pope against Caruso. Pass to Butler. Back to Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Latrey drills it from outside. Caruso's got 6.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Green. To the left wing. And here's Jokic outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now here's White. He's got 5. Johnson outside. From downtown, it's hauled in by Michael Porter. Pacers leading by 9. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Mobley. Jokic, no good.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Caruso looking for an opening. Inside. Here's Mobley. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Mobley's got 21 in the game.
Great to see Mobley knocking down the mid-range, continuing to improve that part of his game.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Caldwell Pope passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Shoots from 14. Butler, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Green. 8 points for him. And Jokic slams it in.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Mobley. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Pacers leading by 7. Jokic finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic with a screen on Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander against Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Porter. Green deciding where to go with it. Here he goes. Johnson with the block. Jokic against White.
You know, I think that's exactly the right attitude for White to have. Go at the defender head on and don't back away from the contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Now here's Green. 8 points for him.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And Indiana making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Indiana leading. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And so here is Indiana. At one point, they led by 16. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Three-pointer. They get it back. The kick outside to Butler. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Caruso against Caldwell Pope. Johnson can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 5. Jokic finds Middleton. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. Much more intense, more in your face. High energy plays like that one are winning plays.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. White against Jokic. White dishes to Johnson. Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Johnson. The 76ers again can't hit it. Indiana's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Jokic. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oh, I like how Butler uses his body in the paint. Excellent at forcing the issue and getting the call close to the rack.
The 76ers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. He hits the second from the line. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Indiana. 6-point lead. Middleton against Butler. Caldwell Pope outside. 6 to shoot. Jokic a screen to the inside and stolen by Mobley. Butler passes to Johnson. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Green.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes for Philadelphia. Javonte Green, he's checked in for Jalen Johnson. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Alex Caruso. Powell, he's checked in for Indiana. Now, here's Butler. 6 points for him. And that one's good. Green.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's Middleton. Pass to Jokic.
Too big, too skilled. Jokic just methodically breaks you down. He's a very unique player.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Free throw, good. Jokic. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. He doesn't get the second one. The 76ers trail by 6. White, left side. Makes it off the glass. White's got 12.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Played through the contact and scored.
Outside, Porter. Down low. Here's Jokic. And another shot. Mobley with the block. Jokic with the bucket. Philadelphia has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Butler kicks to Paul. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, as he's gotten older, the outside jumper's become a bigger part of Paul's game, as it needs to.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the 76ers. White's got 4 rebounds in this game. Butler deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
Some changes for Indiana. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Jokic, and Middleton subbed in for Draymond Green. And Porter drops them both. Now here's Paul. Mobley, a screen on Powell. Inside, and Mobley throws it down.
And this is one of those nights where you get to see everything hit Mobley's bag.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. Nurkic a screen on White. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. White covering. Fades. Pocket two. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Philadelphia's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Butler against Porter. Outside Butler. Over to the wing for the lead. And it's Paul missing. Indiana leading. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Middleton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Mobley.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Indiana. Middleton hits them both.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
Now here's Paul. Outside, White. Mobley the pass to Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. Tough play by Butler.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Nurkic kicks the foul. Indiana moving the ball over. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot from the low post is good. 18 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Paul finds Butler. Mobley, a screen on Middleton to the paint. The Pacers pull it in. Green's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Green with the block. All up top. It's good. Paul's got 5 now.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Pacers. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We come back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. We've got Alex Caruso out there with Johnson. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Paul in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's the 76ers with the ball. It's a one-point game. Ellis can't get it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson with the block, and they recover it. Porter outside, and no good that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Caruso. Johnson sends the screen for Caruso. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Outside, Porter. And they call an illegal screen here.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
The 76ers lead. Now Paul. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
And he's good on the second.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
And here is Caruso. Fires it up. Again, Philadelphia.
And, you know, since the break, they've looked like a totally different team, especially on offense, where they are really cooking right now.
Porter with the screen for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Porter. Now, Jokic, covered by Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Such a threat to score. Jokic taking advantage of the defense, being a little overzealous that time.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Caldwell Pope passes to Nurkic. And there's a foul. It'll go on Trace Jackson-Davis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Caldwell Pope finds Porter. Ellis against Caldwell Pope. Jokic passes to Porter.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Ball outside. Here's the teardrop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Chris Paul, one of the best foul shooters in the NBA. I mean, he's not a guy you want to send to the line.
And so Paul nails both of them. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here, Pacers trail by 6. Outside, Porter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Can't send Porter Jr. to the line. That's a bad recipe for your defense.
And that one misses. The 76ers leading by 4. Paul dishes to Ellis. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Porter finds Nurkic. Now, here's Jokic. High by Jokic from distance.
The D has to get out on that because Jokic will make them pay if they don't.
To the inside. Here's Jackson Davis.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Indiana. Pass to Powell. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Powell. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Johnson with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Caruso. And it comes off the front of the rim. Philadelphia leading by 3. Johnson sends the screen for Ellis. Drops in the tray.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Jokic with his screen on Ellis. It's Jokic top of the key. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And the 76ers with some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Alex Caruso. And Derek White subbed in for Chris Paul. Then for the Pacers, Green comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Norman Powell.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Down low. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Ellis. And he gets it back. Outside, White. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Porter passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Butler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. White against Caldwell Pope. And White kicks to Butler. A new 14 for the 76ers. Count that one from Mobley.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Green. Outside, Porter. Knocks down the 3 ball. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Mobley, a screen on Porter. It's White on the wing. Jokic with the steal. To the paint. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, rising up well to finish off the dunk with power. Tremendous athleticism by Kentavious Caldwell Pope. KCP.
Mobley, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Mobley throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Up top, Porter, defended by Butler. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Porter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
White dishes to Butler. Johnson sends the screen for Butler. Over Porter, and it's Butler missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. Jokic with the steal. Green finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Porter. 5 on the clock. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And stolen by Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Porter, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Alex Caruso is checked in for Ellis. And the Pacers also making a change. Powell, he's checked in for Michael Porter. On defense, the Pacers. Johnson with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Caruso. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Indiana trailing here. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Green with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And it's Green. Missing. And Caruso's got the ball here for Philadelphia.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander against Caruso.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.
White the pass to Mobley. Butler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mobley. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Powell.
Nice job that time by Caldwell Pope, getting it to the right man. Superb at sharing the rock with his teammates.
Outside Butler. Shoots over Powell. Butler, no good. Indiana's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Powell against Butler. Johnson with a screen on Powell. Butler hammering it home.
And Butler not afraid of having the ball in his hands in these big moments. He's the guy that you can count on to get it done in the clutch.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Butler kicks to White. Pass to Johnson. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Green dishes to Caldwell Pope. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on White.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you defend Caldwell Pope because he's got great speed and he knows how to use it to draw contact.
And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
Incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson with a screen on Powell. Butler passes to Johnson.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Powell. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Butler against Powell. Butler passes to Johnson. Mobley kicks to Butler. Outside, White. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 won't fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Mobley outside. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. I think, Greg, they played with a little more, of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Joker. Great game. They made it tough for you, but you stayed resilient as a team in crunch.
They always coming back. They told us a tough game against them. They're a really good basketball team. We had a really good lead. We kind of lost the focus, lost the energy. They used that really well, and they came back to the game. But we find a way to win.
Thank you, David. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.